True crime.
John Davis doing what true crimers do.
John Davis, True Crime.
John Davis.
John Davis, True Crime.
Mr. John Davis. John Davis, True Crime.
John Davis, True Crime.
This guy, John Davis.
John Davis, True Crime.
John Davis, True Crime. Maybe that's where I've heard that name before.
John Davis, True Crime.
John Davis, and it's good to see you, John. How are you?
John Davis, True Crime.
John Davis, True
Hey, John Davis.
John Davis.
John Davis, True Crime.
John Davis, True Crime kicks butt.
Tune in and watch John Davis True Crime. You will love it. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. Tune in. It's John Davis True Crime.
Good afternoon. Happy 7/19/2024, July 19th, Friday. They all kind of bounce together now. It seems like the same stuff every day, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Not a drama, nana. Messy Jessie. Miss Justice 1111. Why the 1111, Miss Justice? Was Miss Justice taken and you had to add some stuff to it? Or is it significant? We got a bunch of different stuff today. I don't know where to start, but I know what we're going to talk about first because it's on the thumbnail, so I kind of feel like I should, right?
Mm-hmm.
First, we're going to talk about what happened today. Let me see what I do. Oh, that's right. I've been playing with StreamYard. You can do a lot of different stuff with StreamYard. Check this out. Come on now. Don't make a liar out of me. There you are. That is, I got that off the Corey Comparator. I hope I said that right. It's the first time I've ever heard of his last name. Comparator. That's right?
Yes.
Pretty confident that's right. Today was his services. Oh, what's wrong? Today was the services for him. Heartbreaking stuff, man. And that's this new thing. It seems like funerals getting streamed every time, all the time now. I don't know how I feel about that. I swear, I hate attending a funeral. Don't you?
Yeah. Mostly services that have been talked about a lot. People want to come, they can't, so they stream it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand it. It's just, I tell you, if you ain't really close with me, I ain't going because I can't stand being around people that are grieving. It is so upsetting for me. It's like my nerves are just shot. I remember when my dad was, I don't know if he was with me or not. My dad was in the hospital and I went to visit him. And while I was there, the guy in the next room beside his died. His daughter and his wife, and I don't remember. I remember it was all women that was in there. And they were losing it. And it was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen. It was horrible. I'll never forget that. I mean, you know the scream.
Yeah, I used to work at a nursing home.
Oh, that's right.
I've had to clean dozens of dead bodies, get them ready for the funeral. That's your job in a nursing home, being a nurse.
Well, see, I think I'd rather clean the dead body than
And then you're around family too.
Than be around family.
Sometimes the family in there telling you what to clean. It's weird.
Well, like telling you how to clean the person?
You don't, yeah. Families are like that about their loved.
You would think if they's that concerned, though, they would do it.
Yeah, sometimes they did, but
I would, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, if something happens to me, I'd prefer you clean me.
Yeah.
I don't want the nurse is sitting around giggling and shit.
About what? I would never giggle.
Well, I don't want them to be shocked.
A dead person, I was never giggle. That's
Right.
disrespectful. Giggling at a dead person.
Yeah. Well, I would hope nobody could do it. It was a joke. I didn't really mean it.
No.
I
I thought.
Of course not. But that's what was today, was his services. And I watched some of it, man. And I don't know. No, I haven't been on since then. His daughter wrote a thing on Facebook. And thinking about it almost brings tears to my eyes.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice letter.
In one part of it, she says, my dad was always my hero, and he died being my hero.
Mm-hmm. Probably one of them would be dead if he didn't jump on top of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Corey died protecting his wife and his daughter. Dived in front of him when the bullets started going off. But pretty much the most heroic shit you could do. I really like to believe that if I was in the situation, I reacted the same way, because that's a true man. Fire chief, dude was a stud, and it's really disgusting how it went down.
Yeah, a bullet for the future president.
Yep,
Took it.
That's who it was meant for.
I'd be pissed the rest of my life. Senseless. They stood around what happened, pretty much.
And I'm sure we don't need to go over the story. I know everybody knows. We didn't know much last week when I was on. I was on the same night this happened, like 2 hours after it happened, with Josh. And me and him, and Josh said right off the bat, he was like, it was a sniper. I was like, hey, you know, it was a sniper. He's like, yeah, I'm telling you, you ain't getting up in there up on the president with a weapon. It was a sniper. It was a sniper.
Makes sense.
It's so crazy, though, man. You know, like I said, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but this guy got awful damn close to the leading candidate for presidents.
Yeah.
And it's really fishy how it all went down.
Makes no sense.
If you want to know every aspect of it, detail there is, JLR Investigates. He's all over that. I bet you he's made 50 videos since it happened.
Yeah. If you're into politics, I'm sure they've already probably watched it. Some people just don't care, but you know, people that are into politics probably already seen it. One way or the other. If you watch one side or the other, they're talking about it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Right.
Yeah. But that's all we're going to talk about it. I just wanted to mention.
They'll probably get strict about it like they used to be. Can't talk about politics.
Oh, yeah. I just want to mention the hero services today, because that's what I think that man was, a true, legit hero.
Is it still like that or no? It's not. I don't know. Where you can't talk about stuff like that.
It don't help.
Yeah.
That's for dang sure. Did you see what Dog the Bounty Hunter had to say about Sebastian's case? No, I didn't.
Dog
Did he say
his
something?
nose into cases. He does that a lot. He did that. What was that girl's name? Her boyfriend.
Brian
Petito,
Petito, Gabby Petito.
Yeah. He stuck his nose into that case.
See, and you know, I mean, to me, Dog being a bounty hunter doesn't make him an investigator.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
It's a lot different situation and circumstances. But I'd be interested to hear what he said, just to see what he thought.
Yeah.
It is Dog.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still
Bounty hunt?
Yeah. Or if he's retired.
Man, he's got to be getting up there. Lord. Dog first come on when we got together, it seems like. And he wasn't no spring chicken back then.
No. His wife is a lot younger than him, and she died. But
yeah, she
of
passed.
Cancer. But that's sad. Now, I'd say he's 70 or so. Because
gotta be.
He might be older than that. But what makes him look older is all the... See, I don't know if it's him being out in the sun or if he's just... He says he's Indian. That's why he's so dark. I know he's wrinkly, though.
Here we go.
I bet he's 70.
Oh, don't tell me he ain't gonna tell me his age. 71.
Yep. That was close.
Dog was born in 1953, making him 71 years young.
He's been the dog for a long time. 50 years probably. No, I don't know when he started.
He's been bounty hunting a long time. It said something about, hold on, let me go there. In 1976, Chapman was convicted of third-degree murder and sentenced to 5 years in a Texas prison. Wow. Third-degree murder.
Mm-hmm. He said he had a bad background.
Yeah, it seems like I had heard that.
Yeah, and Beth did too.
He had been waiting in a car while a friend went to a house to buy marijuana. The friend shot and killed a 69-year-old man, Jerry Oliver, in a struggle. Served 18 months at Texas State Penitentiary in Huntsville, Texas.
See what could happen just like that, hanging around with the wrong people?
Texas don't bullshit.
Yeah.
If you're with somebody and they commit a crime and you are in any way, shape, or form
With them.
You're as guilty as they are. We're not stopping it or whatever, right?
You should pick your friends wisely.
Yeah, and pick your state wisely. Don't be doing shit in Texas.
So,
California, it's probably a misdemeanor.
you think?
Maybe a ticket.
There's a lot of people just with the person didn't really, were taking the murder and they get convicted too.
Yeah. I think if you go to a house to rob somebody,
They know what you're doing.
and I think everybody that's with you that realizes that's what you're there to do, I think it's all equal,
Mm-hmm.
right?
One of you could have had a good brain and say, no, this is not a good idea.
Here's some pictures real quick of that was part of the procession today. It was a lot of fire trucks and stuff. This is his uniform at the fire hall. Picture him. I think that's his. I don't want to. Is
Her
it?
daughter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to
He's
get it
a
wrong.
Dad of girls.
He's a girl dad. Had 2 daughters.
The good thing, though, they'll be taken care of for life, Trump said.
Man, it's like they started a GoFundMe for the victims and their families, and it was up to $7 million something,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
6 million, and somebody donated 1 million checks. So yeah, probably 7 million. That's a lot. But that's between 4 of them. Well, three of them.
Yeah.
The 2 that's injured in them. That's a pretty good chunk of change.
Suzette Brown, member of JDTC for 27 months.
Thank you, Suzette. That's a long time.
Thank you, Suzette.
27 minutes.
I forgot I had pictures. That's why I kind of circled back to that. Got lots of pictures today. Oh, guess what?
What?
Congratulations are in order. Ziggy posted, my handsome husband, over 13 months clean. I'm so proud of you, Fred.
Good job.
That's good, man. 13 months.
Sometimes you need a woman to straighten your ass out. That's what he needed, Zeke. Maybe, you never know.
It's what it takes sometimes. Good woman in your life, straighten your ass right on out. He looks healthy.
Yeah, he looks a lot better.
Don't he?
Like a different person. Definitely.
Question a lot of the shit he says, but he looks better, definitely. Right?
Yep.
I'm thinking he's been sober.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks sober. A lot healthier.
Oh, while we're on the summer kick, this come up today on Banished, Tennessee. Could anyone please tell me why Little Summer's head was shaved?
This has been the question forever.
It's been a question for a long time.
It could be different things.
I commented on that post, and I said, there's a lot of different reasons I think it could have been shaved, but one thing I feel 100% positive about is I don't think Summer wanted it shaved.
Maybe. You could probably talk a little girl into, well, a lot of things. Like, hey, I think Candace was too lazy to fix her hair. People kept on saying stuff, and she was sitting there cutting the boy's hair and like, yeah, let's cut yours. It looks so good. I'll cut my hair too.
I thought about that because in a lot of the pictures her hair ain't combed and Candace didn't want to mess with it. My thing was, though, that it's like scalp short in the last photos. That was in June. if she was, I don't know when they start school, but I'm sure it wasn't no later in August. Man, she was going to school with hair no longer than this, you know.
I don't think Candace's type of woman that really cares how she looks.
I tell you, and I've actually got this. I can't remember if it was in a comment or I don't know. Somebody told me that one time. They said they were a school teacher, and the condition of Summer would have probably got them to contact somebody. How she looked, with her head shaved, and her eyes look dark circles and stuff. She said she thinks she would have probably ended up contacting somebody over Summer's appearance. I don't know.
The boys didn't look as bad as she did. It seemed like to me. Maybe they were old enough to take care of herself a little bit better.
Fend for themselves a little better.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I tell you what, you'll never convince me a little girl wanted her head shaved. You just won't. Especially when you see her in church and she's playing with Robin's hair and she looks all amazed by it and stuff. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And a little girl that it was said that she was all into princesses, like enamored with princesses. Once their head shaved, name the bald princess for me.
I know, but I'm just saying I wouldn't know unless I was around them to see how they acted, really.
Well, name the bald female role model that Summer would have seen that would have wanted that. Well, yeah. But I seen pictures of her, and her hair wasn't ever shaved as short as Summer's was. I don't know. Could have been a lice. A lot of people think it was that. It's possible.
It might be a combination of that. So Candace didn't want to fix it. Look, it was looking a mess. She was cutting her hair in the boys and talked her into cutting it.
It's so hard to know because you get different stories from different people. Like Jose says, goes into the house and the roaches are so bad when he's scooping out the dog food, they're running up his arm. Then you got Cam that says house was fine. It was just where they had been in there searching and whatever had made it look cluttered. Who knows? Yeah. I find it hard to believe, given the look of the property and the outside of it, that anything was well super maintained.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think it's kind of dirty, in my opinion.
I don't know. That's the age-old question. I know a lot of people think it had something to do with why she disappeared, that they were trying to make her look more like a boy or this or that. Who knows?
Yeah.
The only people that really knows is Dawn and Candace.
Candace, especially.
Yeah. But, and I've said this a million times, in the same interview, they contradict themselves. Dawn says they cut it because she was playing with it and gapped it, and that was the only course of action to take. In the same interview, he says she wanted it cut that way because she wanted to look like Candace and the boys. So that makes me think they're lying about the real reason, or it would never change. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know either. I thought it was interesting they put that, though. I'm going to go back and look at the comments later because it just been up when I seen it, and go see what the majority thinks. Oh, I forgot to show that picture. Let me get it.
The boys probably knows the story.
That's Corey with his daughters right there. The sign says a daughter's first love. Dad.
No.
Ain't that sweet? They almost look like twinsies, don't they? They must be close. They look close in age, don't they?
Fire chief. He was. I guess he was still fire chief.
The way I understood it, Now we'll go to this cat. This is. I'm going to take a stab at it. Abraham Chaitovsky. How you feel about that?
I hear you say it.
It looks like Abraham with a V to me, so I'm going to go with Abraham Chaitovsky.
Is it a German? No. I mean, is Swedish?
Slovakian? I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
Anyway, his name ain't that damn important anyway. You're going to learn why. He was arrested following the death of his child.
oh, yeah.
Abraham Shatovsky, 28, was charged with endangering the welfare of a child after his daughter was left in the vehicle for an extended period of time, which ultimately led to her death. Ocean County prosecutor Bradley Billheimer announced Tuesday. That was this week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Police were called to a frantic scene in the area of New Egypt Road in Lakewood Township at around 1:45 p.m. for a report of a pediatric patient in cardiac arrest. Responding officers found Hatzola Medical Services, a volunteer ambulance service which serves the Jewish community, attempting to render life-saving aid to Chetovsky's daughter. However, the infant was pronounced deceased at the scene, Billheimer said. An investigation by the Ocean County Prosecutor Office, Major Crime Unit, Lakewood Township Police Department, Ocean County Sheriff's Office Crime Scene Investigation Unit determined that the infant was left alone in Chetovsky's vehicle for an extended period of time. Out in this weather. Investigators say that the act of leaving the infant in the car unattended for so long was the cause and manner of the infant's death. Chetovsky was taken into custody and transported to the Ocean County Jail, has since been released.
Wow.
Oh, of course. It's unclear exactly how long the infant was left in the vehicle or why she was left there. The investigation is ongoing. Prosecutors say Chetovsky may face additional charges. The tragic incident comes as baking heat grips New Jersey and many parts of the U.S.
They were saying they read the conversation with the mom and him, and he's done it before, and she's told him not to do that.
Yeah. This ain't the first time this dude's left his child in the car. And it's not the first time his wife's mentioned it either.
Yeah. The wife's a doctor, so I'm thinking he stayed home with the kids a lot. He didn't do too good of a job leaving the kid out in the car for hours.
I don't know. I listened to the story about it, and it was like he had made it out like it was an hour at the most. And then I don't know if they seen surveillance footage.
Yeah, look on the camera.
Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was more like 3 or 4 hours.
He never went out to check. Like I think it was like 12:30. Got home during the day, and then the mom found her or him. I think it was her when she was coming in from work.
I tell you, man, they say that is the worst possible way to go. One of the worst.
That baby's probably out there screaming.
He said the story I seen on it. He said that she was sleeping when they got home. He didn't want to wake her up, so he went in the house. Was going to come back in a little bit or whatever and get her. But he said he knew the car cut off after like a half an hour.
Yeah. Right.
Like he said, he left it running with the air on. But apparently that model car or something, it cuts off in a half an hour. I don't know if he meant the car and the air, whatever. But he knew that, and he was just. I'm assuming he went in the house and went to sleep, I guess.
Like games or video games, he said.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, my God. That's even worse. Sitting there gaming while his baby's out in the car. She was 8 weeks. It was little.
2 years, I thought.
Oh, was it? No, wasn't. Look it up.
I thought she's older than that.
You got it up?
No. I'm just remembering I heard them talk about it somewhere.
How long is extended? Not that it matters. I want to say it was 3 hours. You got it?
I think it's like 12:30 and the mom came home at 4.
It was a long time. Out in this heat, it don't take long anyway. You know?
Mm-hmm.
What about the couple whose 4-month-old died on a boating trip?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sick of these parents.
They're out on a pontoon boat, and they were out there swimming with the baby out in the heat.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I have. Yeah, that seems familiar to me. You said it. I forgot we were doing open
No,
panel.
well, see,
I was right, wasn't I?
well, there's an 8-week-old and there's a 2-year-old boy. So which one was it? That one or that one?
It was 8-week-old because it was New Jersey.
That one on New York. No, New Jersey.
So there's two separate cases
yeah,
that
the
just
2-year-old and
happened.
the 8-week-old.
There's the link. It's first come, first serve. Whoever grabs it. Oh my God, Harley.
Oh, 8-week-old baby, you would be feeding that baby every couple hours anyway. Like 3 hours, 4 hours usually.
That's what blew my mind about it is that you leave an 8-week-old out in the car for. I would be scared to leave it out there while I was carrying the groceries in.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know how newborns are. They're wanting to eat every little bit.
It's wild, ain't it?
Didn't change her diaper or anything.
Did it post the link? Damn it, where's it on?
God, I was thinking it's 2. It's still bad either way, but ugh.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible either way, but 8 weeks, that is crazy to think that he would do that.
I might have got the story. Let's see if there's 2 of them. I was thinking about the 2-year-old one.
Oh, I did. Computer ain't running worth a crap today, man. Our internet ain't been good lately for some damn reason.
What are you trying to post the link?
I did. It's there. Just
You better calm down.
waiting on somebody to grab it. See what else we got to talk about. I had some other stuff.
Somebody's out there just parked. They're just having a fit.
Are they?
Yeah. Cars.
We got the worst neighbors on planet Earth. I've told y'all about it before. It's really starting to become an issue.
Makes our house look worse. Just living beside them.
We had this beautiful, we got a fence between our properties. We had this beautiful grapevine.
Mm-hmm.
Covered the whole fence. And it was almost like it made it a solid wall. You couldn't see through it.
The dummies. We did something down. We did it, I guess.
Dummy gets somebody to cut his grass, and they cut the whole grapevine down and leave half of it in my yard.
Mm-hmm. Then they cut it down. I can't. We have blackberries behind that. I can't get to them now. All that stuff's sitting there.
I don't understand why people don't want to be good neighbors. Do you?
No.
It don't make sense, does it?
There's people in and out of there all day long.
Oh, let me show you something wild. I had this like a couple weeks ago and forgot to ever break it out. Where's it at? Here.
Did Jeffrey Dahmer beg for his life before he was killed in prison? Did he ask forgiveness for his crimes? Or did he resign himself to his fate? When questioned by authorities, Scarver declared that he had been, in his words, the chosen one to carry out Dahmer's death. Scarver also revealed to authorities the chilling details of Dahmer's murder. After striking Dahmer with the metal bar, Scarver reported that Dahmer stated, "I don't care if I live or die. Go ahead and kill me."
That's wild, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Evil to the core, man. Ain't it?
Yep. I would be scared because he's going to probably hell, in my opinion.
I think he's from hell.
Yeah.
I think he's going. That's why I think he wasn't sweating. I think it's just like going back for him.
He's a messed up dude. Definitely.
That's wild, though. Said, I don't care if you kill me. Go ahead. Got beat to death with a pipe. That's not an optimal way to go.
No.
Right? Suzette, what are you waiting on? You're cutting into your time. I don't hear Josh gets longer than me when I'm waiting on you. Evil to the core, I'd say Dahmer gave me the creeps.
He gave me the creeps too.
And he did some weird shit. It's a strange person that wants to lobotomize people so they can't leave him. That sounds made up, don't it? That's what he did too, man.
Creepy.
He drilled holes, right?
I don't know.
That's what the way I understood it. He did something to their brain trying to lobotomize them so they'd be alive but couldn't leave him.
I know there's a Netflix. Wasn't it
Yeah.
Netflix? I never watched it. I don't like that kind of stuff.
I don't like Dahmer. He creeps me out.
Yeah.
When's the next time you will be doing a trivia? I don't know. We might have to do one now. Trivia was a good time. It just took a long time for me to make them up.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to find stuff.
Yeah, and it's really hard to get people to show up. And
yeah, we had a hard time with that too.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Suzette.
Hey guys, how are y'all this evening?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just got off work not too long ago, just in time to catch her live.
What's the scoop today?
I don't know. I'm so ill. I was just looking at that same thing on Facebook about Summer shaved head. I don't know, John. Do you think they had to take shaving cream and a razor to get it like that? It just pisses me off to think about it.
I think it looks like clippers with no guard to me.
Yeah, all the way down to the low tip.
Yeah.
I just hope it wasn't a punishment, but it might have been a punishment. You never know.
Why do you think? If they said, Suzette, tell us what happened. If you get it wrong, we're gonna kick your butt. What would you say?
Oh, I don't know. I have two. I think either they did it because she was being bad, as a punishment, or it was head lice, one of the two. But even with head lice, you could just buzz it. You ain't got a scalper, Right. And you ain't even got to cut their hair. You can cut their hair a little bit, but her hair wasn't even that long. So even if it was head lice with no more hair than she had, it was manageable. It pisses me off.
Well, my sister got lice from school one time, my little sister. And I remember they got shampoo and a little comb and they cured that shit and didn't cut her hair, period. It took forever. I know it was really hard, but they got rid of it.
My youngest daughter, when she started kindergarten, and my other two, they were already a couple of grades ahead of her. I ain't kidding you. It seemed like we fought head lice all year, but I ain't never shaved their heads.
No.
I just combed it, and it was just like, you just have to go and you have to pick. It takes a long time, but you have to put the effort in.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, if it was a punishment, that is some evil shit to me to do to a little girl.
Well, you know what?
I think it wasn't that. I really want to think it wasn't that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, and I think, you know what? I went up there and I met them, and they were nice, and they were this, and they were that, blah, blah, blah. They, seemed welcoming. But then you flip it around, I didn't see them, they weren't drunk and high and all that when I met them either. So because we have seen them drunk and high and messed up on YouTube. So we know what they're
capable of.
With that, yeah, you see it, they're just, I don't know.
Oh. Remember, they like playing jokes on the boys. They caught me.
Yeah, and like even Jose was saying how the boys would like be trying to sleep or something. They'd mess with them and poke at them and just just wouldn't leave them alone. And I don't know. Uh-oh.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I see you. Hey, Josh. All the time we have. Good work. That's about right. I don't have much time. It's like I probably got like 10 minutes left.
You coming up on 5.
Woo-wee. Josh, I'm about to be at my limit.
I tell you what, you was all giddy after your trip when you first got back. Now you seem like you don't like your friends no more.
It's just every time I think about, I was kind of in a position where I couldn't ask questions and I couldn't, I didn't ask to take pictures, but I was just in a position where it caught me off guard for one thing. Wasn't expecting it. And I mean, what am I going to do? I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like the people I were with kind of are, they're like them and stuff like that. I mean, so I was kind of like the only one that was there that was kind of like, you know what? Yeah, this is weird. The other ones were like, hey, yeah, blah, blah, best friends. I was awkward feeling, That's why I just kind of talked to grandma and I tried not to, I don't know. But every time I think about that, I don't know, those kids and just, you get all your kids taken away and there's a damn reason for it. And all that bullshit about, oh, the house was just disordered. My aching ass that house was just disordered. You look in that bedroom, the pictures they took, like under the beds and in the corners, that was trash and dust and nastiness.
Hey, I'm just telling you what the reports were.
What was the report?
Cam said it wasn't bad.
Oh.
Well, look
but
what Cam and Ellie.
Yeah, his looks like a living. So who knows?
I really, really try not to judge Cam and Allie, because they're my kids' age. They remind me, you know what I'm saying? Like they're kids to me. And but it, look where they're at. So I mean, shit. I don't know. I'm ill today. It's like I seen that on Facebook. I seen her head shake. It just brings it all back up. It just made me mad.
Yeah, I just wonder though if it was to the extent Jose said with the roaches though, because that's wild if it was.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it one bit.
Because why would you say that? Just to say it, make it look bad.
Well, you got to think. Okay, Candace ain't no house kid. Okay, with your own kids, you raise 3 kids. How often do you have to go behind them and pick up their candy wrappers or their Coke cans or their paper or just whatever?
Yeah,
exactly. She probably never picked up a damn thing.
Yeah, she probably didn't at all.
Yep. So you got to think about that's what roaches go to and stuff like that.
And we don't know what the CPS was involved for. It could have been that.
I doubt it's a nasty house. You can have a nasty house and keep your kids. I just don't think it was the house. I really don't.
Man, you remember like near the beginning, I kept hearing this thing about CPS had been there and they had said the boys had to sleep separate and all that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because when you get a certain age, everybody has to kind of have their own bed. Like the boys, you know what I'm saying, have to sleep separate from the little girls and all that. But where was Summer's bed? That's what I want to know. Because according to Don and Candace, she slept with them. Where was her little bed at?
They made her one, I thought, in the basement, didn't they? Jose was in, or no?
That was the playroom, supposedly. I don't know. I don't know how anybody could have slept in that basement, period.
Probably must be.
Especially Summer, when they're that little and their lungs ain't, fully developed and all that. It looks like a child down in that atmosphere would have gotten pneumonia or whatever the hell you get from breathing in mold and musty shit all the time. I'm telling you, I think when it's described as a dungeon, I think that's fairly fit.
Well, they're lucky those kids didn't have like asthma and stuff like that. They wouldn't have survived.
Yeah. I can't remember where that come from though. Back when all that was coming out about the rules about the boys having to separate and all that. Do you remember? I can't remember.
I don't remember who said it, but I mean, I know that with CPS that is a thing. Once they get a certain age, the boys and girls have to sleep separately.
Yeah, I've heard it on other cases.
Yeah.
And
back home, they have to make them a separate space.
And I mean, I get it. It should be like that because I mean, they had, what I'm saying? I mean, shit, you get teenagers with raging hormones and all this and that. And, they need to be separated. They need to have their privacy.
Yeah, our girl always had separate bedrooms.
Yes.
If you look, there's offenders on each side of the family. Both sides. Both sides, known ones. Now, we know a majority of offenders aren't known. They're not called or not reported or whatever, a lot of them, right? They have one on each side that we know. We know that's what they had done in their past. And I hate to think that way because, I mean, there's no actual proof.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember, because I keep going back to what I used to think in the beginning and all that, because a lot has happened. And I still wonder if maybe in the end it won't still come back to they didn't want her starting school because they was afraid she was going to say something.
My thing is, she could have said something at church too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have said something to Robin or any, so I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you what bothers me about she was sleeping with Don and Candace. Not that a child sleeps with their parents, that is normal, but it is known that Don sleeps naked. Come on.
Yeah, that's wild to sleep naked with your child in the bed. Our kids slept in the bed with us. At one time, when our boys were real little, both of them was in between us every night, kicking the shit out of us and everything else. Didn't get no sleep.
No,
I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with sleeping with your kids, but it's real damn weird that you would sleep naked especially with a little girl in the bed too. I mean, I guess it's weird regardless, but still, that even looks worse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just so much has been proven on them how bad of parents they were. I mean, it's not like you can take all the pictures in the world and make it look like you're a great mom or a great dad or whatever. And I'm not saying that she didn't take those kids and go and do things with them, but that don't mean you wasn't mean to them and stuff like that either.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can portray a perfect situation from the outside. It's not hard to do,
No, and I don't know. I'm disheartened that this case just seems to be at a standstill because I'm scared it's gonna go cold.
Yeah, I was hating that would happen.
Well, I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it feels pretty cold right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. It does.
I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, you shouldn't say that." Well, there's reality, and I'm a realist.
Yeah, it's cold.
There's been no updates from any law enforcement agency in forever. Was there a statement this year?
No. The only statement came from Don.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't even getting yearly updates now. As far as I know, there wasn't no. I didn't see a statement come out this year.
Nothing.
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't think so. Not that I.
No, I hadn't seen anything. Well, wait, no, that one detective came out and said, "I'm wrong. We're wrong." Remember that one detective came out and said that that case wasn't going to go cold. Oh, I forget his name. Remember? I do remember that he came out.
Was it on the news?
I think it was, or was it just him, or was it on the news?
I can't remember.
I remember hearing that a detective had said something, but I'm talking about I don't remember seeing anything as far as telling the public. I don't remember a media thing.
I don't know if that was media or not. Chat might know. I can't see chat when I'm on up here for some reason.
Same as last year, there was the investigator from TBI that said he doesn't have the answers yet, but he will get them. Okay. I must have missed it. I've done forgot it.
I wonder if they're really working on the case, though. I don't think they are.
John, not sure how it works in the States. Can anyone who isn't family call law enforcement there and ask the status of the case?
I don't know. I know you can get some records. I don't know about the status.
I wonder what the rule is with that 911 call. If after so long, like a Freedom of Information Act request could get it, or is that something they're gonna say that it's evidence and classified and they can't share it?
I think it depends probably on the case.
They still never let that out.
No, they haven't never let that 911 call out. But I'm gonna tell you, that timeline ain't right. I've never thought that timeline was right.
I don't think it was either.
Well, we don't even know if that's the timeline she gave police.
That's true. Well,
what she says on YouTube don't mean shit.
Right, but why would they tell Don, which has come out of his mouth, so who knows, that Candace and Grandis needed to get their story straight?
I guess they were telling different stories.
Hey, anything Don says, I'm so skeptical of the bullshit he comes up with that I don't know what to think about.
They're out there weed eating.
But tell them we're in here doing a live stream. Weed eating needs to stop.
The great thing has to come out.
They chopping more of y'all stuff down out there.
Yeah.
Probably.
Good Lord.
They never wanted to clean up the yard in 3 years until recently.
Well, John, what do you think about Ernie Shell? He said he's gonna solve this case. Don and Candace going to jail. He's gonna solve the case. He's back on the case.
Lightning Tiger's back on it?
Yeah, he's gonna solve it.
Good.
You go for it, Ernie. You can. We'll see.
Give him hell, Ernie. Lightning Tiger. He commented on my picture I put on Facebook of Ernie from Sesame Street and Candace. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen that. What did he say? What was his comment?
He said Candace didn't offer him spaghetti this time.
Wow.
That's what he said.
Well, he claims he's dying of cancer or something, and he's going to solve this case before he leaves this earth,
Oh, is he sick?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, I heard he was on live stream last night giving Brooks hell.
Yeah, well, she had him, I don't know what happened. She had him on her panel, right? A week or so back, or a couple of weeks ago. And I have missed all of what happened. So Brooks must have done something, because now I think he's mad at Brooks. I don't know what happened though.
I don't know either. I was hoping you did, because they said he was giving her down the road last night. I heard all her mods done turned on her, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I went over there and they was I was watching, and I said, I commented, I said, I just come in here for this entertainment, y'all just entertaining me. That's why I watch y'all. That's what I told them. Like, I don't take none of y'all serious. I'm just here for the entertainment. Like, it's so bad in the comment sections.
Well, I hate to say it, but it's almost a guarantee if women are in the same group for a long enough period of time, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Well, I'm kind of proof of that.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Anywhere you work, a bunch of women always gossiping about each other. That's what you do. You just stand around and talk about each other.
And I hate that, because I really hate the way things turned out for me with certain people, because I really don't hold no hard feelings toward nobody, about all of it anyways, and it really wasn't directly towards me, all the stuff that got done, so
Yeah, that's why I say I'd rather work with a bunch of guys, just no drama. They don't talk about you.
Yep.
My opinion.
They hit on you.
women are hot headed. Like I'm hot headed. Like I'll say some stuff right off the top of my head, and then as soon as I say it, I'm like, wow, I was on panel and said F you to this one and F off to that one, and just be. I know I just be letting it rip, but I'll be like, how dare they? You know, like it just makes me so mad. But then I'm like, oh my God, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Well, let's go back to Ernie. He's back on the case, right? Is he heading back to Tennessee?
He claims he's in Tennessee.
Oh, currently.
Yeah, that's what he said today. I'm in Tennessee. I've been telling y'all I'm in Tennessee. That's where I'm at.
Well, you're supposed to be down with the tea. Last week we were told that. Just let me ask a question. Last week we were told that Candace had left Dawn and was staying with a female companion.
And I have been trying to find out more information on that, and I can't find out. I've been trying to get the scoop on that, and I can't find anything on it. Nobody wants to talk.
Maybe it was Ernie. I thought it was a woman. It was Ernie.
Ernie's the female companion.
He's back.
It was some lady named Dee Dee, is what I heard.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, wasn't that Josh that said it on your panel?
I thought it come out of Chad, actually. I think it was Whistle While You Lurk.
Oh, it might have been Whistle.
I remember he didn't know who that was either.
You know, I met her when I was up there.
You think Candace like women? Is that what you're saying?
I think her and Kathy was a idol. That's what Kathy the friend. I believe they was.
That's why she got so mad at her. Gotcha.
I think Kathy got her feelings hurt because Candace dumped her. I don't think. I mean, she looked like a scorned lover.
Yeah, me and John thought something was up.
I'm not going to bring up his name because every time you do, he'll appear from nowhere.
No, sir. I will. I know he's listening.
A certain little sawed-off runt one time said that he thought Allie and Candace were a couple.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't never heard that about them. And you know, there were people that I'm close to that talked to Allie personally, and I've never heard that. And taking that from that little sawed off runt, he lies so bad. God.
Yeah,
that's why I don't put a lot of faith into it, but it wouldn't shock me.
No, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. No, not at all. I just had never heard it. But I mean, Allie didn't act like a scorned lover, but I'm telling you, Kathy the friend, she sure did.
Yeah, I remember.
She did seem butthurt, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. I don't know if it's because she lost her fishing partner or camping partner or partner or what, but something had done crawled up in her irritated.
Yeah.
Got her damn mad.
I ain't heard from her in a long time. Did she quit talking and stuff, or have I just not seen it?
After Candace come and got Summer's little box of stuff, you know, that she had there, they met up, and I don't know what happened, but I think Kathy might have went live one more time with her daughter or something, and that was it. Once Candace went over there and got that box of stuff, Kathy went quiet.
I tell you though, it seems like everybody's their friend at one time, but then acts like they're just the worst people on earth. I'm suspicious of that too. Not that I don't believe them, but it makes me wonder if the people that are saying it ain't just like them.
Well,
saying
I give them a chance. I always do scorn you. You know,
that's one of the.
I'm gonna tell you what. I have come across some freaks and some freak shows since I've been part of this true crime community.
A lot of them out there.
I'm amazed. Like I thought, well, I have never met such a crazy bunch. And I mean, I've met some crazy people in my time, but this over here, this YouTube true crime, this community, it's something else.
Some kind of weird people.
Well, and a lot of these people both have come from their circle too.
Well, you've got you've got all those people that were up there being Candace's friend way back there in the beginning. You don't even hear from them no more. Like I don't see half of them that used to even, have a channel and stuff.
Whatever happened to that one that was always talking about shit? Squall something. You remember
That's
that
the
one?
one. Okay, you got Squall and you got Adrian and them. They don't Gavel Geeks. They don't put nothing out no more. Scott H don't come on his channel no more. Gosh, there was one more because Crystal's Crime Time, she was playing she got Jody Sue all but hurt, and then Shay put a live out and got Jody Sue but hurt. I mean, Jody Sue did an 11-hour live last night. She was pissed.
She does that. Get on her nerves. She's alive on you.
She was mad and she was hurt and she was cussing and crying and she was pissed off.
She's in that dust.
Yeah, we drew that ire of her. How long was our live? It wasn't
7
11
hours.
It was 6 or 7. Yeah.
All she did is play her videos. I think she started liking us at the end.
Yeah, she watched so many of our videos that she started liking the channel.
Well, now sometimes, and I'll give Jody Sue props, every now and then she makes a little sense to me on some things.
Wouldn't it be some wild shit if all the stuff she had claimed was 100% true?
Yeah, thought about that today. I really did. I was thinking about that today.
What if, like, over time, like the local police, like she's bullshitted so much, it's like a cry wolf, boy cry wolf situation, and now they're just like, oh, that's old crazy JSB. We can't listen to nothing she says, and it's really true.
Yep, I thought about that. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
Because I know out of Andy's own mouth that he has put hands on her. He said that out of his own mouth. So I know that he has put hands on her. So I know she's not lying about that.
Did he owned up to that?
Oh, yeah. He said he put hands on her. It wasn't nothing he was proud of, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Yeah, he owned up to that.
Like in self-defense or like just...
Well, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. It might have been, tit for tat. But, I mean, he didn't act like that. He acted like, that he had put hands on her and he had, he was not proud of his actions.
And just to clarify, I still think it's wrong, even if she did initiate.
Yes, we do not believe in that, people, at all.
I don't think any man should hit a woman, but
no, if you can't live with them, move on.
The shit out of him, I can see him getting him off of her or getting.
Well, yeah, but I don't really think he didn't say it like that. He didn't say, "Hey, I was trying to defend myself and I had to do what I had to do." He didn't say that. That's not what he said.
So he owned up to being a woman beater then.
He said he had put hands on her and that, he was not proud of his actions, was pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
See, I had never heard that. I didn't know that. Now I have a completely different opinion of him.
Yeah. The story about him selling.
I apologize to Jody.
That night that you remember a while back, he went live and a lot of people called and asked him a bunch of questions, because I was one of them. I called and asked him some questions. I didn't ask him that one, but somebody in that live, I believe that's when it came up. Now, I could be wrong, but I think it was in that live where he was like, yeah, I put my hands on her. It's not nothing I'm proud of.
Wow.
Yeah, sure did. There's receipts out there somewhere on that because I heard that with my own ears.
No, I believe you.
I remember that when he was going live.
Yeah.
Half of it, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I was just asking mainly about the searches and stuff like that, that had went on. That's what I wasn't trying to get in his and Jody Sue's business when I called him. I was, trying to asked more
Mm-hmm.
about did he feel like that they had searched, did the search, he said he just felt like they did a really good search on everything, and that um that's basically what I talked to him about.
Yeah. Is him and Fred still going back and forth?
I guess so. I think they do. Because I think, let me see if I've got this right. So you got Ziggy and Fred in one corner, and then I think you got like Cher and Andy in one corner. Like I think Andy he goes in different people's chats that's kind of not all about Fred. So
Right. Yeah, I was just
it's
wondering.
crazy. It's like a damn soap opera on these streets. It really is.
I know. That's why I get you. That's why I bring you up so we can catch up. I can't keep up with all
I
that.
can't either.
Well, when a lot of times when I'm at work and I can put my earbuds in, I try to, keep up with it. But I hadn't really had time this week. I've been pretty busy at work and I hadn't had as much time as I'd like to, catch up on things.
Right.
That's why I don't know really what's going on with Jody Sue and Shay, but I know Shay put out a live and did some stuff on Jody Sue. So Jody Sue went back, and played that live and went back at her. And they was, hey, you BITCH, and this one's a MF. I mean, they was going back and forth.
Yeah, Jody, she gets her feelings hurt.
But I've never really watched Shay's. I mean, I've watched some of her stuff. I mean, I like Shay, but I mean, I don't know anything, about her. I mean, I like her as far as anything I've ever seen, but I ain't never like had no personal interactions with Shay or nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't see for the life of me how you do an 11-hour live. I just can't.
Well, I don't know how long. Well, see, I think I know how it went on for 11 hours. I think Shay's live was an hour or two, and so when you're trying to break it down and you got to stop and do commentary on it, it takes forever.
So she was just playing it the live back and going over it?
And going over it, yeah, for the most part. So, and it just takes forever when you're commentating on a long live. It takes you forever to get through it.
There's just no way. There's no way. So I don't give a shit what your live on me was about, that I would give a damn enough to do 11 hours of playing that bullshit, pausing it so you can't copyright strike me ever. Right. I don't even know what the rule is because I don't play other people's shit much.
But you got to think, Jody Sue, I guess every now and then she probably leaves that camper to go get her cigarettes and get her stuff she needs to get. And I kind of feel like this, in my opinion, because I think she lives over there by her mom or in her mom's backyard or whatever the case is. I feel like probably whatever interaction her daughter has as far as going and doing things is probably very limited as far as Jody Sue. Like, I feel like the grandparents probably do more with her than Jody Sue because Jody Sue's always in front of that damn camera.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's just my opinion, allegedly for educational purposes only.
JSB, that is Suzette's opinion. Please, God, don't do no 10-hour live on me. I didn't say that, Suzette.
That was me that said it.
I feel bad for her. All she does is sit in that trailer all the time.
And it's kind of sad. It's almost like, Jody, go out and meet you somebody, get a little social life, and she'd probably be so much happier. It's almost like I do. A lot of times I'm like, dang, I really feel bad for her. She needs to leave the camper.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
She ain't had no dude in a few years, I don't suppose, because not that I've heard of.
Nope. If she does, she ain't got much time for him doing them 11-hour lives. I can tell you that.
She's pretty sly, though. He could be just sitting right off screen.
Yeah, he could be. He could be, but
I don't think
he's choking to death on all that cigarette smoke. Then I don't never hear nobody coughing or nothing. So
Is Pickle Rick still with us?
Who?
Her cat, Pickle Rick.
The one that breathes loud.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. I hadn't paid attention to it like that, but I don't know.
She needs to quit smoking and all that. Didn't she have cancer?
Yeah.
Well,
Josie.
yeah, she did.
That's
She had
bad.
that bad scar from that cancer too. Like I'm telling you, most of the time I really just kind of feel bad for her. I just do. I feel like she just. It's almost like when her and Andy split up. It's like she just like don't have a life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wonder how Andy's new marriage is going.
He seems like it's going good. He be posting pictures of stuff he grills on the grill and stuff.
What did Jody Sue used to call her? She had a nickname for her. Side dish or
Let's see, it's not
coleslaw.
Ain't coleslaw somebody else? See, that's what I used to think too. Flies on the coleslaw, ain't that somebody else though? Flies. Chat probably knows. She's got a code word for everybody.
The user, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not. No, there was a nickname. Damn, I thought it was coleslaw. Seems like me it was some kind of side dish for the best I can remember. I thought it was coleslaw.
I get
he's monster. I forget what she used to call BK. What was her nickname for BK?
Oh, he had one.
Oh God, well, it was funny. Floppy.
Was it Floppy?
Yeah, somebody's floppy. I thought it was him, wasn't it?
I can't keep up. She's got codes for everybody. She's got a name for everybody.
Yeah, there you go. Baltimore. That was Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Baltimore.
What is Cher? Silver Tongue?
Something like that.
I love the nicknames, man. I think they're so funny. Floppy's the best, though. Call him Benny Floppy. It cracks me up.
I wonder where she came up with it. How she thinks this one.
I don't know. She's inventive, though.
Yeah, and like if she would get the stick out of her butt, she might be kind of a fun person.
She seems like she has potential, don't she?
Yeah, she does.
I mean, I can't watch her lives because I can't stand somebody that streams and don't talk for minutes at a time. It drives me insane. But some of the shit she says is kind of funny. It's kind of cheeky.
Yeah.
Chad, if you know any of Jody Sue's nicknames, please put them in the chat and the corresponding person the nickname belongs to.
yeah. Please.
I'm Captain America.
Oh, is that what she nicknamed you?
Macho Captain America. I'll take it, man. It's a lot better than Floppy.
Yeah, that's not a bad one there. Hey.
No, I consider it a compliment, actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But yeah,
she made me out to be some right-wing nut job. That's kind of where she went with my character.
Did she?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Ziggy was Bones. Yes, there you go. I remember that.
Ziggy was Bones, yes.
Her and Fred goes way back. I was thinking about that.
I bet she's got one for Fred. I wish I knew what it was. I'm sure it's funny.
Well, Ziggy and Fred go way back.
Her nickname was Bunny. Her nickname was Bunny as her stripper name.
Who?
Yes.
Jody Sue.
She was a stripper?
That's what they say.
She was in your chat a couple of lives back, maybe the last live. I seen her pop in.
Oh, she had been in my chat a lot, but probably not after this. But I haven't said nothing bad about you, Jody Sue. I just find your nicknames hilarious.
Welcome to the stage, Bunny.
I just think that if she could just be a more fun person, if she would just let the Andy stuff go, just put it behind her, be a spokesperson for, victims of domestic violence, something like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
I tell you, I do got a little bit of a bone to pick with her, though, because she'll come in my chat and talk, and I've told everybody, be nice to her, We like having a nice, fun
Mhm.
chat. Nobody disrespects each other and all that. And everybody
Yeah.
has, as far as I've seen. But I go into her chat.
They're mean.
I'm hid, and she never acknowledges anything I put.
Maybe
I'm gonna
you're.
tell you what, she's got a close, tight chat. You don't get in that chat. It's a tight circle over there.
See, I went from blocked to hidden, so I think she's warming up.
Maybe so. If she would just, I mean, it's not like people are against her. She just, I know she's been burnt by some of these YouTubers that she's kept on about, thinking Jody Sue had something to do with Summer and this and that. I get, so I guess she's a little gun shy, but ain't everybody against her.
Mm-mm.
I have never done nothing really bad to her.
No, you haven't.
Somebody acted like her in our back chat, remember?
No, they acted like Daisy.
Well, she was in there too, acting like her.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Daisy and her. Yeah, you want to talk about a nut job over there with her flat earth and Daisy just off the chains. I can't even watch Daisy no more. It's too crazy over there for me. I had
It
to get
used to
off
come
the
up, but
phone.
I'm in there.
No, I ain't been there in forever.
Thank goodness. It quit coming up.
I ain't been to Daisy's. I ain't been to a lot of people's in forever. I really hadn't. Not anybody. Not really. I mean, like, yeah, I go in Ernie's just to look at chat and listen to that. It just a lot of it. Some of it I go in just for entertainment to see what But if they're really trying to talk about a case, I will go and listen to that. But I don't know. Some of it's so crazy.
Everybody, Brandy's stepping away. She's chatted out. She ain't got JSB's endurance.
I don't have that much energy. I'm just sitting there. I'm tired.
What happened? Where'd Brandy go?
I just got up. I was falling asleep. I didn't want to fall asleep. Sitting in
Lord, Brandy had to stretch. Look, it's only been an hour and 12 minutes, and she's like, forget this.
She's been staring at a computer all day, though.
Working.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We don't have the coziest chairs either. I need to get some new ones.
Yeah.
Well, but, you could just put that cash up, John. Somebody might send you a nice office chair or something, Then you'll be on Tragedy. Then you'll be on Tragedy Pimps Exposed.
I had a cash app for about 3 weeks and got $7.
They'll be like John Davis, True Crime, another tragedy pimp.
Hey, you know who give me $7? Jessie.
Bless her heart. Well, to me, now I have learned this. I would rather people run their cash apps and send them money like that than those super chats because I know y'all don't get all of that, and I don't like that.
70%.
Yep. See, I don't like that. I'd rather just directly send it to a cash app. That's why I don't have a problem with people running their cash apps. It's better than it. I mean, if that's what you're doing for a living is YouTubing, then run your cash app because, I mean, those super chats, YouTube takes a lot of it. And I don't like that. It's like I'm just throwing my money away,
I'd love to know how much YouTube makes off their commission in a year.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
I'd like to have that money.
I couldn't imagine because the advertisers pay them too for running their commercials, and they get 70% of YouTube or 30% of YouTube.
Yep. Because I used to send super chats, but then I was like, man, YouTube just takes most of that, and I don't want to give YouTube my money. That's why I put your cash app out. I'll put money on that to support my people,
Yeah.
The neighbors there got flashlights in the yard.
Oh, do they? What else have we missed on the gossip circuit? What's going on with Sebastian? I ain't heard nothing of relevance in forever.
I thought they said a few days ago that they had maybe found something that might be potential to the case on a search they did in some water somewhere, and that's the last I heard on it now.
I heard that didn't Seth find some stuff and they turned it in and found out it wasn't his.
Oh,
Is that
see, I didn't hear that it wasn't his part. So I'm so bad. I have not followed Sebastian. When Sebastian's case started turning into a circus, I just backed on out of that. I really did.
It's wild, ain't it?
Yeah. And then that little boy that was autistic, like little 4-year-old that's right here in my area, and I was getting ready to go to work when the alert came out, or I would have went out there and helped search, but they found him in a body of water. They recovered him out of a body of water not too far from his house. They said he loved the water, and that's right where he went.
I seen there was another little girl that happened to.
Yep. Yep. And I'm wondering, John, this is what I was thinking. Do you think that maybe when these children are born autistic, or when the doctors, and parents start realizing that they're autistic, that maybe they should step in, the state or somebody, and help these parents learn a lot of the safe, like locking things down and keep, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like maybe educating them more on how quick they are to get away from you and stuff. It just seems like a lot of that's happening with these autistic kids.
These real little ones, though, man. I mean, you got to watch any little kid.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think you know what I'm saying though. I feel like when my kids, like these last ones I've heard of, like 3, 4, 5 years in that age, I never let them out of my sight, and they wasn't autistic.
Right.
So it boggles my mind that there wasn't any kind of cameras or. I think if I had an autistic child, I would probably have them things on the windows where if you raise the window, the alarm goes off, all that,
Oh, my youngest daughter, she's got all that. She's got a 4-year-old. They got all that in their house. If anything bumps, opens, or anything, something's going off.
The 4 or 5-year-olds, though, I don't see the autistic part of that, because any 4 or 5-year-old you shouldn't be letting out of your sight anyway, in my opinion.
Like I said, they quick. They be out your sight and in the road before you know what's happening.
And I've learned some stuff since the Sebastian case happened about the eloping thing they talk about, that like 70% of autistic children do it at least once by the time they're 17.
Yep.
Knowing that, and knowing that you would think Sebastian's parents, if I found that out that easily, that they would have known that. That's why I don't get no cameras or nothing to help with that.
Well, it seems to me like they had cameras, but something was glitchy that night, I guess. It's just now saying, Seth said it's a recovery effort. Did they go into more detail with that?
We had alarms when Riley was little, and he had a backpack with a lead on it when we went out to outdoor functions. Yeah, it's like I haven't heard of anything they had for that.
I know people might look at parents like, oh my God, you put your kids on a leash, but they've got the cutest little ones with backpacks now that have the little leash on the back. It's like, you can get little different animals for the backpacks. It don't look like you just got your kids on a leash. And I'm going to tell you, people can think you crazy if you want, but that's just safety to me.
We used them.
Yeah,
my little girl had a little monkey because when she was little, she was super fast. She would run from Brandy every chance she got. Yeah, she had to take
my grandson had a monkey one too. That's funny because I used it with him when I had him because I knew he was quicker than me.
It just bothers me that they didn't seem to have anything like that.
Well, I don't know. And didn't they say that he was diagnosed kind of late? I don't understand that either.
I didn't understand that either.
I didn't. I didn't get that because if
15
some of the
seems
things that he
awful
was
old.
doing, if some of the things he was doing at 15, like he was still doing at 15. I don't want to go into no details because I don't want to embarrass him, But don't you think they would have known that like years ago?
I don't know. I never understood that. I didn't understand that at all. Why it would take that? Why he would be
Yeah.
that old for?
Yeah. Yeah, Christola, it has been that age range. Let's see. Oh, I'm behind on chat because I'm trying to watch it on my TV. Sorry about that. That's behind on my TV because I can't see it on my phone for some reason.
Josh is going to be on Tuesday, Suzette.
He's coming. What do I work Tuesday? What time?
7 my time. 7 p.m. Eastern.
I should be. Yeah, I should be off work. I think I'm off work by then. That'd be good. I'll be in chat. I'll be timing him, timing y'all and stuff.
You're already up to an hour and 21 minutes.
Look at me. Woohoo.
Hi, Northern Light.
I think I got to go on another live after this one, too. I'll be up all night, but I'm off this weekend.
Where are you going after this?
I think Mama Bear's having one.
I lost my son in Walmart from the bathroom next stall. I had the whole place locked down and searched. A friend who happened to be there found him hiding behind a rack of women's clothes.
I know. I think I know my oldest two both have done that with the clothes in the stores before. Oh,
I used to do that.
Me, I was a scaredy cat when I was little. I wouldn't have done that. I was too scared. I wasn't a daredevil. Not when I was little. No, I was a handful when I got to be a teenager, but I wasn't like that when I was little.
Hey, have you been watching House of the Dragon?
I couldn't get it to stream the last episode. I'm caught up except the last episode. But I do know that one lady dies.
That is Princess Rhaenys.
See, and all of them's got the R names. And I don't know all their names. I'm like, I need a little notebook for each of their names.
I was so bummed when she died. Heartbroken.
I know it. I really liked her.
I did too, man. And when I tell you, it ain't going good for Team Black right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, hell
Is that his
we lost our biggest dragon, and we lost the queen that never was.
Yep. Didn't they cut the dragon's head off and parade it through the other?
You are as bad as Brandy. They didn't cut its head off. The other dragon bit it off.
Oh, okay.
She said the same thing. Why would they cut its head off? I said, they didn't cut it off. Didn't you watch? The huge one bit it off.
Well, see, that's the episode that I just had to catch up on bits and pieces because I didn't get to watch the whole episode. I was very disappointed.
I really might start doing a live stream after it comes on. I've been thinking about it.
Fun.
I love it. If we would get enough people to come, I think I would do it.
We got to get a bunch of people that likes the Game of Thrones, that's really into it. And a lot of people's like, I've never even watched it. I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all missing.
Good night, Nada Drama Nana.
She's worse than you, John. She goes to bed earlier than you do.
Does she?
Yeah.
They're getting more dragon riders. Rhaenyra will call all Targaryen bastards to claim the dragons. You seen the huge one they got hidden under there? The cannibal dragon? I can't remember its name, but man, it is so badass.
So, okay, is King's Landing is where, that's not where Rhaenyra's at.
Rhaenyra's at Dragonstone.
Right. Okay. And then the other ones are at King's Landing.
Yes. The green.
Okay. Right. Because Dragonstone is where Daenerys went when she came.
Yes.
Yeah, in Game of Thrones. Because that's where she was born.
I loved Daenerys.
They really effed up season 8 on that. They really did.
Thank you, Tracy McColmer, gifted one John Davis True Crime membership. Thank you so much. Who's the lucky winner? I can't see. Somebody tell me who won. It don't show up on my StreamYard screen.
Uh-oh. Y'all let us know. Put it up there. Who got the membership?
Go Team
John,
Black.
Who was it?
Somebody said go Team Black. I'm a big Team Black. I
don't know why anybody would be Team Green anyways. I don't like none of them.
God, I can't think of dude's name right now. Ugh. What's the guy's name?
With the one
Targaryen. The one on Team Black. Ah. Somebody help me.
Now, you know I can't help you with the names.
Oh, what is his name? Oh. Oh. Somebody help me.
You got to Google it, John.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah, I can Google it on my phone.
Unsolved with Barb got the membership. Yay.
Who did?
Unsolved with Barb.
Oh, yay.
Oh, this is going to kill me. I can't believe I can't think of his name.
Oh, Lisa
He's my
said she
favorite
called
character.
in for that. Look, Lisa's she must like,
Oh, what is his name? Rhaenyra's husband. Shit, come on.
Damon.
Oh, Damon.
The one I did know, Damon. I thought you were talking about the other one with the one eye.
That's Aemond.
Aemond. See, names are so crazy.
Aegon is the one that just got fried and fell 500 feet out of the air with a dragon on top of him, and somehow he lived.
Wasn't his brother responsible for that?
Yeah, Aemond did it to him.
Yeah. Oh, One Eye did it, didn't he? Yeah, that's what I thought.
John, you got to do a trivia night. I'd like to do a trivia night and go up against Josh, but I have to have somebody else make the questions. But Brandy can't be on your team. Big Daddy Damon. The last episode was kind of creepy because Damon's in this castle that's supposed to be haunted, right? And he's seeing all kinds of trippy stuff. Well, he's sitting there making out with this hot blonde woman. Come to find out, guess who it was? His mother.
Oh, God. I knew it was incest, but I was going to say, was it one of them witches from like the Game of Thrones?
Now, he had never seen her. This was like, it's like in his head. It's not really happening, but he had never seen his mother and didn't realize it. And like the witch in the castle told him what was up.
See, I knew it had something to do with the witch.
I'm going to miss Rhaenys. She was a badass. I know, man. I'm telling y'all. I told Brandy, I was like, that is what I hate about Game of Thrones, and I'm going to probably end up hating it about this, is they kill everybody off.
Oh, The Walking Dead was the worst. They didn't care who they killed off. I'd be like, no! You know, The Walking Dead. Did you watch that? They killed off everybody.
I've never seen a scene of The Walking Dead.
What?
I don't like zombies.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different. Like, I think you'd like it if you watched it. But that's what they did with those characters. They just like kill them off. You just be all into liking them. They didn't care. They got it. I'm like, oh my God, no, not him, not her, no.
Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry we're talking about House of the Dragon. It's Suzette's fault. I apologize.
Yeah, we must be nerds. We're talking about Game of Thrones.
I tell you, I think anybody, if they give it a chance and watch it, they'd like it. I think it's great.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't never think I'd like it, but once I started, I was hooked.
Lisa, that's an excellent question. John, that woman in the castle that keeps talking to Damon, is she real? My kid thinks she's not real. She might not be. That could be another hallucination. I never thought about that. You don't even know who we're talking about, do you, Suzette?
No, and see, because I didn't see that episode, but see, it seems like you do have a couple that's interested in that House of the Dragon. So
it's easy to talk about something you really like, you know.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if Josh watches it. I'll have to ask him. All right, Suzette.
All right,
it's time to wrap this shit up. I've been on here an hour and 30.
I'm sorry I didn't have more gossip for you. I haven't been on my game like I should have.
Well, listen, I'm have you on probably.
You know, I've been handling other stuff too, so.
Well,
not that I would ever. Yeah. So
you need to get back into the tea, so when we have you up, we can catch up with you.
All right, I can do that.
I'll give you a few days off, and when you come back, I want some tea.
I'll do my best. Some of that tea you might not want, John. You know, I get involved with some ugly people sometimes.
And we'll sort through it.
We'll not get involved, but you know. Anyways.
All right.
Well, I will get off of here, let you finish up your live, and I'll see what I can conjure up, and I'll be here Tuesday for you and Josh's live.
Okay, thanks for coming up and chatting with us.
Okay, bye everybody. Y'all have a great night. See you later.
Bye-bye. Oh man. I honestly might start doing a show after House of the Dragon comes on, man, because that shit is good, boy. I love it. Sorcery, I'm intrigued. You know what? That was a good question, though, Lisa. That may be like a figment of his imagination. I don't know. Give Zeke a good ear scratch for me. We had him on the other night, Tracy. He's in bed now, or I'd grab him real quick and let him say hi. Well, her. I think I've explained that to y'all. We thought Zeke was a boy when we got her. Turned out it's a girl, but we didn't want to change her name. Didn't want to confuse her. We'll have to work on Josh, get him in on the Dragons. I know, right? I mean, I could get him to come on and do a show with me. John and Josh do House of the Dragon. Love her. I know, Tracy, somebody had told me and Brandy the other day that ferrets only live like 3 years. It damn near broke our heart because I know Zeke's got to be 2+. But then I've heard people say they live 7 to 8 years. So I hope Zeke makes it that 4. She's a Zekeette. Yeah. Poor Zeke got confused and mixed up. Come on. Let me see if I got anything else I want to show before we get off here. I might have a nugget. Let me make sure here. You want to see something funny real quick? I'm going to play y'all something. I had this last weekend and never made it to it, but I think this is the funniest thing I've seen in a minute, and I hope y'all think it's funny too. Check it out.
What you done put in this yard? Is it moving? Oh, shit. Oh, it's a camera. Oh, so you want to watch. Okay. This what you want to see, ain't it, Jerry? Ain't this what you want to see? Me turning your shit up? I keep the ladies, because I am a player. Let me get some of what you snacking on, Daddy. Bitch, you don't see all that on the ground? Jerry, I got a question. How people think they own food that's outside? Guess who's Bizak? Oh, popped up like toast on your ass. What's up, Doc? You didn't know I did impressions, did you? Dr. Sebi said broccoli ain't real, but it tastes real good. You told your wife I was a stupid groundhog, but I eat free, and you pay for food. Who's stupid? Been eating your food, Jerry. Gonna stay eating your food. And when you see me... He's on the camera right now eating it. He's on there right now. I'm gonna go shoot him in his ass. Oh, shit. He's gonna get it.
That is the best thing ever, is it not? When he says, popped up on you like toast, didn't I? That cracks me up. I think that is the funniest shit I have ever seen. And he is so cute. Me and Brandy had one of them in the backyard not long ago. We got an apple tree in the backyard, and they were out there eating apples. I'm going to stay eating your food. He's funny, ain't he? I thought that was hilarious. I'm gonna keep that on here. I think it's so funny. I got something else for y'all. It's kind of funny. Not as funny as that, but it's pretty funny. It's cute. Y'all like it, I think.
Us are here, so if you want to pull out your Journeys book.
What was that? What was that? I think she farted. That was a big one.
Ain't that hilarious? That's the best thing ever for them kids. That teacher accidentally let her a fart, man. They thought that was funny. Them kids, man, that's about as funny as it gets for you when you're that age, ain't it? They had a good time with it. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, here, I got one more for y'all, too. This is funny. Did I show this last time? I don't think. I don't know. If I did, we'll play it again.
What the fuck?
What's wrong?
They got my pictures on display.
What the hell? Where did those come from?
I don't fucking know. Look at this one. Look at that. Where in the hell they get that picture at?
I know you're on the beach somewhere.
Motherfuck. I'm on the beach. I'm on the beach someplace else with these motherfuckers. This is bullshit. Look at that. I like to know where in the fuck they got it. This is fucking completely hell. I ain't never fuck had a picture made like that before.
You can't buy all those, Granny.
I ain't buying.
He said, you can't buy all them, Granny. I ain't buying them. Ain't that hilarious? Grandma is mad. That is so epic, though, man. If that's true and they didn't really plan that and all that, if they really pulled that off and had Granny in the store and bring her down an aisle and she really has no clue that there's pictures of her at Walmart, that is epic. Is it not? Oh, it's so funny. So funny. I have a possum that eats the food I leave out for my stray cat. She is big and happy. We named her Ursula. Possums, man, they kind of scare me. And wild ones, man, they look like they have a touch of the rabies or something. Scary stuff. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming. Thank you, Tracy, for the membership, the gift membership. Thank you. And like I said, y'all, I'm gonna be back Tuesday evening with Joshua from the lab, and we'll have a good time. I don't know what we're gonna talk about or what we're gonna do yet, but Josh is a good time. I think it'll be funny, worth a watch. Pretty confident. But I appreciate everybody for coming. Thanks to all the members. Thanks to all the viewers. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks to the mods. Thank T-Bird and all the others for helping out. I've been a little bit busy lately. I've been trying to help get the Unlost off the ground. Let me plug it real quick, y'all. Y'all help me out. Seriously, everybody that watches this, It won't cost you nothing, but it'll help out. I want you to go to my our nonprofit we've started, The Unlost. We started it. Its mission is to basically help find missing kids. And I really hope everybody will give it a look. Give it a once over. Hold on. There we go. Ah, shit, it ain't coming up. Why ain't it coming up? But y'all please go there and subscribe to the YouTube channel for it. It's called The Unlost. Let me see if I can show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it this way. Yeah, there we go. It's The Unlost. You can go to the YouTube channel. That's what it looks like. I think there's a couple called The Unlost, but this is ours. We just started this. Well, some other people just started. I just started helping out. I'm going to be the media representative for The Unlost, and it's a good cause, good mission. We're going to try to help find some missing kids. We're going to have PIs, the whole nine, and this is me, Mama Bear, Jesse, and another gentleman. He's kind of the one behind it all, and he's got us helping him out. And I think it is a really legitimate cause. I don't ever BS y'all. If I didn't, I wouldn't tell you about it. But we got a YouTube page and we got a Facebook page, and we really need all the help we can get getting this thing off the ground. So please go subscribe to the YouTube channel tonight. Please just subscribe to it. Thank you. We put out a podcast. We've been doing a podcast every few days. I don't know what the schedule like that's going to look like moving into the future. Like I said, it's still in the beginning stages, but it's legit. It's a 301c nonprofit. We got all our paperwork. We're legit as they are. People have already been talking smack to us, trying to ruin our what we're trying to do. But y'all go check it out. Go by the Facebook page, give it a like, follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. Please, I beg you. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. And, we only put out a podcast once or twice a week. Right now, they're just real informational about the Unlost. But once we start having cases and getting started and getting it fired up and things going, I hope we'll have, more to talk about, like the cases we're going to be helping with, stuff like that. Like I said, it's good cause. I hope everybody will go subscribe. And I'll see everybody Tuesday evening at 7. We'll have Josh on, and we'll have a good time. Y'all have a great night. Have a great weekend. And thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks to the Rewatch gang. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you.